like BMI and
Yeah.
ASCAP and that kind of stuff was really hard for me to pick up. For
Yeah, I
some...
feel you. Crazy.
But I still have at least like one more question for him on that. But I think sounds like a good idea. You know, if they help you guys and everyone get paid. Again, I don't know where the money comes from for getting paid through them. So
Comes from internally and from like venues. They like contact venues. But in the beginning phase, it's not really that necessary to have. Because like how many people are going to play our songs, you know, like 5. Hey.
Hi, nice to see you again.
You too. How are you?
Good. I'm actually getting the bonfire ready. We have this huge bonfire pit and we have some leaves to burn. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Looks like Gideon's on. I love you too.
That's amazing.
But it looks like Gideon's logged on, possibly. Can you hear us?
Yeah, man, I felt the buzz. I'm just seeing what's popping.
Okay, right on. Are you on your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but in the chats there's an agenda. It's a Google Doc. If you can, it's cool, but it's there if you are able to access that.
Yeah, it's probably pretty hard to open a video conference and a Google Doc on a phone. So.
That's why I wanted the hotspot for this meeting so I could still get on my laptop, just because you can see more. Word. But yeah, so I guess we'll talk to Tom more about the performing rights organization choice once he's able to contact us back, or maybe the next time we get together.
Totally.
I mean, I looked through a little bit the 3 different organizations, and I can really tell.
ASCAP's the best one.
Much. Yeah,
it's like the most far-reaching, more international, it's like the legit one. BMI is really good, but
yeah,
I don't know. But I also feel like it's like slightly unnecessary in the beginning phases, like I said, unless like tracks are getting thousands of plays at venues, not just online. You know, like I mean, I might be playing my tracks across the country and getting thousands of. Maybe like I said, like maybe 5 or 10 DJs play my songs and it's like once a week. So it'd be like 10 cents or like, you know, a year from now, if we're getting, you know, 50 or, you know, if we're getting 20,000, 10,000, 30,000 plays, then it's like, yeah.
Yeah, right. So I guess on that note, like if we really want to sign up for one of these things, I guess I would have to say to go BMI just because it's free. And
totally,
you know, build from there. If we start to really
simpler at first, for sure.
Yeah, gain more traction, then it might make sense.
That makes a lot of sense, I think.
The one that you were talking about. Okay, so we'll crack into this egg of a meeting. So yeah, you should be able to edit it on your Spaceship Earth if you want, but I guess by looking at this, yes. Oh, Penis Club.
1015 Club. Yeah. Okay. So we got the All Originals album release date. I guess my intuition says that any sort of compilation I've been on, the release date's hard to make before you have all of the tracks, because you might have one straggling artist who like is a week behind, 2 weeks behind, and then when you have the release date, you know, you could like I've noticed you want to like have all the tracks ready to go mastered, and then like have a 30-day window to promo the fuck out of it.
Okay.
Where you like are you say I'd say we would want to ideally release the release date with the album cover, which would have like the text on it. And I think that Emergent Earth is so amazing. Holy shit.
What is it called?
The suggested album cover that you linked here is like really amazing.
Oh yeah, for the promo album, I guess. Right on. Yeah, of all of her images, that one was like really powerful with this.
Yeah,
being a launch of a conscious music.
Do you know anything about her
or label? Yeah, I actually traveled out west with her for a period with the Eternal Tribe Collective.
Right. And did you hear about like what happened to her like in the last few years?
I heard something weird, like she was caught stealing years ago.
Yeah, it was about a year ago. She was caught stealing, and then like, well, she did steal a bunch of shit from this a bunch of people at this festival that she was like out of her mind on drugs at. It was like not her, you know, and
still not looking good.
She ended up trying to like gouge her eyes out at the police office built place. And for a while, like she was doing really shaky, but I've noticed recently she's like coming back into her own. And I think this would be like a really perfect way to like support her, especially if she's down to do it for free. That's crazy.
Good. Yeah. I mean, she's willing to have her art be sponsored. I've been out of touch with her, but I've wanted to stay connected to this Eternal Tribe Collective because it seriously was so powerful. The trip that we went on was like, I mean, we were experiencing synchronicities before the trip, but it seemed like when we all got together, it just seemed to increase exponentially for everybody.
Totally.
And it was just so profound and felt like it laid a lot of foundations for
absolutely
our like life's mission.
You ever talk to Zen?
I do. Her and I had this like weird kind of falling out, but kind of like
I've had this theory that like we're just hopping parallel dimensions so much that it's not even the same Zenora.
Yeah. I mean,
because I don't know, I feel like I see her pictures and I feel like her eyes are like something is like subtly different, and it's like a totally different version of her, and like the other version of her is like in the other reality.
Yeah. I felt like she kind of took a darker path or something.
Totally, dude. It's like, I don't know. I haven't vibed with her posts in a while.
Yeah. She used to be ultra high vibe, and we were both like resonating on very similar levels. And, you know, I don't know.
But yeah, it's whatever.
I feel like her and I have this like really like this like deep soul connection that despite whatever weirdness and disconnect is going on, like I'm like in my soul feel confident that we're gonna probably inevitably come like smashing into each other at some point.
Right.
So
I feel that
I've
too. Yeah.
been mindful of that. I see synchronicities with like connected to her still relatively frequently.
Right.
So it's like subtly the universe is trying to say like this person is just really like synced still to like the subtleties of your existence.
Right.
So just to keep them in mind.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Hey Gideon, can you still hear us? We've just been talking away.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So we're going over a couple agenda topics right now. I'm not sure if you're able to see, but I can just read them off real quick for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're discussing a release of an all originals album that'll be released sometime after the launch party. We're going to discuss tracks that are remixes and mixes for a promo album that will be released at the launch party. We were just discussing the cover art that I can share. I'll pull that up so you can see. Just real quick, take a pause in reading through the agenda items. Can you guys see my screen?
Nope.
Can you read it?
Yeah. 1 second, let me hop back. Okay, there we go. And then Tom, I just saw messaged me, so I'll see what he said. So you guys should be able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay. So this is the image we wanted to run with, that a live painter is letting us use her work. So you can check that out, Sir Gideon. Okay, Tom's on Facebook, which is sort of a change. He's usually not on Messenger at all. So I will send him.
Sometimes it's like your phone data's on and just says you're on, you know? It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's hang tight. I'm gonna send Gideon the link here. There we go. And then we'll go through the agenda real quick, see if he has anything to throw on there.
It's probably going to be hard for him to see it with the video at the same time. It'll probably close out either one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, on a phone, I think it's kind of hopeless.
Yeah.
But we'll make do. We'll do what we can. Excuse me. I ate this fat burrito.
I'm so hungry.
Oh my God. Well, feel free. You can get up, grab some food, and come back if you need to.
I'm going to go grab some salsa. I got some chips right here. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah. Get some foods. Because Tom may be joining us in a sec here.
Okay.
I kind of plan when having meetings like this that there's going to be like possibly up to a half-hour leeway time from the time that you plan for people to actually get together. Traditionally. I'm sure Gideon probably agrees with that. Yeah. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. You okay? Heard a bunch of banging.
Yeah. Found metallic spray paint. There's also tons of other things in that. Oh, it's full.
So how is Fireweed, Gideon?
I mean, I guess it claims to still exist. Yeah.
Well, that's a positive thing. Were you over at the Purple House?
Yeah.
So Sarah's living with Marie, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on down there, but I see posts that they have meetings every now and then. Fireweed, at least. So that's positive. I mean, I'm wishing the best, and hopefully I can get back there in the future at some point. I just need to take care of my own deal for a bit. Well, Tom got the link.
I got these chips.
Fuck yeah. I got this pure Michigan water right here. Pure Michigan.
That's why I live here, baby.
Better not have come from Flint, though. Fuck that shit.
Oh my god.
Fuck that shit. Still a crisis. Well, that's good to hear about Ariel, at least. That
Yeah.
she's on the upward rebound.
Definitely.
Did you, by chance, get an opportunity to listen to any of the remix / mixes of the promo CD?
Yeah, I listened to CeeLo's and the Dos Lopez one.
Okay. Yeah, there's still, I think, at least 2 more that need to make their way up there. So I think if we can just comfortably check those out over the next week.
What if we release like one mix a week?
Yeah, I guess how would you propose we do it?
Well, a remix, or I mean, like an album filled with mixes. Like one mix is pretty much the size of an album, so it's like content. It's kind of overwhelming for people. You know what I mean? So like one mix a week, where it'd be like, you know, posted on the SoundCloud and or whatever, however it is, or the band. You couldn't make money off of any of it.
Right. That's why it's the promo, basically.
But I think that would be a solid way to go about it. Like maybe every 2 weeks, or I think once a week's fine.
So do you think maybe we should release like an album that has all the shorter tracks at the launch, and then unroll the mixes like once a week from that?
Do we have any short tracks?
Yeah. I think at least half of them are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So it's just kind of like random stuff, or there's a Liquid Sound Theory. Let's see.
Yeah, he just offered to put a track up on it recently. I know
feel
we
like
were
that should
talking
go on
about
the
it.
compilation album because it's like
What's
an
that?
original track. That could be perfect for the compilation album.
Oh yeah? You think?
Definitely.
Okay, because we could just wait to put it on that.
Yeah, that would give us another track for it, and his sounds are really great for that. Let's see.
Okay. What's up, Tom? Not sure if you can hear us, but
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
yes. All right. Welcome to the show.
Still hear me?
Yes, sir. So I posted the agenda in the chat, so check it out. Add stuff.
Is that the same agenda?
It's the agenda for this week. I moved stuff that we were going to talk about last week onto this one, and tried to
Chat
organize
again.
it.
Oh, wait, this button. Chat.
So yeah, check that.
I don't see
Check
it.
that shit out.
These little spider balls all over the place. I found 4 more.
So we've just kind of been hopping around the agenda topics.
Word, I got some more stuff to put on there.
Okay. So we'll try and we actually did super awesome last week, guys. The meeting that we had was just barely over an hour long. So, and I felt like we got a lot of stuff hashed out as well. So that's awesome.
How do I see the agenda?
I linked it in the discussion on the Google Hangouts, and you should be able to see it. I shared it to your Uplifting Earth email.
Oh, okay, weird. Let me just
Yeah.
do that real quick.
So yeah, Gideon, do you have an email? Yeah, we got our homie Gideon on here as well, who's going to be playing the launch party and also contributing some music to the Originals album once we get that ready to launch.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Happy to have you, Gideon.
He's here, but I feel like he's not like super technologically hip. With all due respects, Gideon, I'm not sure if you can even hear me right now, but he kind of chimes in and out. So, but yeah, I've got his music linked to one of the Google Docs. So I'm pretty sure. Maybe I don't. If I don't, I definitely should have. But he does conscious, like very socially conscious hip hop and ukulele.
Yeah, the link's not on there. It says his name though.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'll do something about that. All right. It's good to have the crew together.
This Dry Bone song could go on the compilation album too.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Do we want to wait and we could probably do that. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if you listened to it.
Yeah, I just listened to it.
Okay.
Is that linked in the agenda?
Yes.
Yeah, technically it's on the link where it says review mixes Google Docs. It's like
Yeah.
right here.
Oh, which one is it? Dry something? Dry Bones?
Yeah, that's Joe Hurtler actually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
He's got original stuff?
I guess he made this one original a couple years back. It's got this disco flavor to it.
Neil goes to the disco show.
Yeah. So he's pretty excited to contribute something. But yeah, it is an original, so we could wait to just throw that onto the all originals. So yeah, over the next week, we can think deeper on these if we need to, and probably by the next meeting, really have a clear idea where these tracks are going to go on which album and which ones we're going to have, etc. Well, cool. For as far as that originals compilation, if we don't want to lock down a date because of the complications you mentioned, Ashton, I think, or I would like to suggest we at least mention that we're planning it, like coming soon or something. Because I wanted to print out some stuff. Like I wanted to print out some QR scan things to hand out to people about our compilation album and links, where to go. Everybody at the launch party getting handed them as they enter, so they can see what we've done. So we'll have Uplifting Earth's album and the promotional one, and announcing that there's going to be one coming soon. Again, all originals.
Hell yeah. Is there a better way to do QR codes? I don't know anybody who uses them.
I guess, some people might, like it looks fancy. I thought we could throw it on there and then we just add the link where to find
What
it.
is that?
It's like it's sort of like a digital barcode, those square images that are black and white and pixelated looking, and you're supposed to use
That's
your
the link.
phone to scan. Yeah, you scan that with your phone and it brings you right to wherever that website is. So it's kind of cool, but you usually got to download like a special app for that.
Yeah, it might be like, if you have to go out of your way.
Right. So I figured,
Like the SoundCloud link would be, perfect.
right. Yeah. So I figured we would link them to probably the SoundClouds and then maybe QR. It looks a little fancier, but I doubt like a lot of people would do that. So
Yeah, maybe if it was like built into phones, but because you have to get like some QR reader type of thing, it just makes it
I
more of a
know.
hassle.
Right.
yeah, it's like something that could be cool, but it just hasn't been refined to that point yet.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Cool. So we'll build that, over time. There's some listed on the compilation albums list, the Google Doc. Some people, including all of you guys, to have on it. So that'll be something moving forward. We'll just make an announcement that we're gonna be doing it sometime in the near future at the show.
Right.
And then, boom. Cool. Tom, did you crank out all your agenda items?
Yep,
Are you-
yep. I threw mine all up on there.
Okay. Does anybody have preference in the order that we go through these?
Nope.
Top down.
Top down.
Classic.
Classic.
The traditional method. Okay, cool. So we already talked about the original albums, the review mixes. We'll take the next week to look through that, and we'll make our final decisions next meeting. That'll be our last meeting before the show.
And these
What do?
are all going to be originals, yeah?
What up?
So I know that it says mixes on there. I don't think. Can we sponsor other people's mixes?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
it would
what
be,
I was suggesting was essentially like we could release a mix on the SoundCloud like once a week or every 2 weeks or once a month or whatever it was.
Okay.
On top of like the albums that are going through the Bandcamp and as well as on SoundCloud. And then it's a good way to like avoid, I don't know, like if we're having trouble uploading mixes to SoundCloud, we can upload them to Bandcamp, but you can't sell them still. But
Okay, yeah. And there's also Mixcloud as well.
Mixcloud is a perfect alternative. Exactly.
cool.
And it's like only mixes. So you like have to have multiple songs to upload a track.
Yeah, and they take care of all the copyright stuff too, instead of like SoundCloud. Like, I'm not sure if SoundCloud is still like super high on the taking stuff down.
Yeah, they are. You won't get in
Okay.
trouble for it out though. They'll just take it down.
Yeah, because I know that they signed whatever that was with like all the record labels to try to like make that more like DJ friendly type of thing.
Right. It's like on its way, but it's not fully converted yet.
Okay, word. Okay, cool.
But you can test things by uploading it as a private track, and then it'll instantly take it down, and it won't flat. Like it used to be like 3 strikes and you're out, and if you get 2 strikes, you can't do downloads anymore.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Now it's just like, sorry.
Cool. So we can definitely upload some stuff to Mixcloud to possibly dance around that then too.
Yeah, Bandcamp will work as well, but it has to be free download.
Cool. Totally cool.
Yep.
Go
And
ahead.
a lot of those, I was just gonna say, a lot of the original tracks on this mix list that you had could be good for the compilation album, especially Liquid Sound Theory, Dry Bones, the Color Eater. I don't know if he has copyrights on that, but it sounded like a good track.
Yeah, it is, but I believe it's copywritten.
You could do something like completely free download for that one, where it's like only on the SoundCloud album, and it's not because like all the Bandcamp's gonna be like, say if we had it even pay what you want, like there'd be money coming through for Color Eater, or I mean for Six Marambas. So, but you could still put it on the SoundCloud.
Okay, for the originals release.
Yeah, I mean it's not an original though, but
Right. Yeah.
I definitely know a lot of huge producers that release remixes on their albums. So
Okay.
it's technically, I've done that before too.
Okay. Well, that's something I would definitely be interested in. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely look more into the other ones too moving forward. But that list is updated as of today with fresh links to all the music that we have selected so
Hey,
far.
I just had an idea. I'm just thinking about like a lot of these artists seem to be from Michigan. I think it would be cool to like not just limit ourselves to Michigan, but like maybe have it be a focus when we're picking more artists for the compilation album and finding mixes and stuff, and like finding I mean wherever, you know, it could be international, whoever we're on it, but kind of like the theme. I just kind of realized that. I don't know.
Are you saying you like the Michigan theme?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% that. I just think it's pretty cool that it's kind of that way right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be limited to that at all, but I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah, it's by default Michigan. A lot of people that I've collaborated with in the past. Weird. Well, yeah, we can.
I
Some
don't
of
know.
them are from other states. Like probably most of them are from Michigan, though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely doesn't have to be limited to it, but I do like that it's. I think it'd be cool to like really find those spiritual artists in Michigan as well, and like seek them out is pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I said, I'm down to release more compilation albums, and we can pick stuff like Michigan conscious music artists, or seek out talent from Michigan. I'm totally open to that, and like excited to do that too.
Either way, I think both are great.
Well, I'm with you, Ashton.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what I was saying earlier, Tom missed about the original album release date. I was kind of saying like maybe we should wait on the release date until we have all the tracks and all the things finalized, and like the art with the text on it finalized.
Mm-hmm.
And then leave us kind of like, we'll have all the tracks and leave us like a 30-day window of promo.
All right, yeah.
And then we'll have your album out and some mixes anyway, so it's not like there's no content, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the main focus should be like his album release, or is it EP or album?
So there's going to be 7 total, and if I can get the 8th done, there'll be 8. Well, one's
That's
an
the
outro.
album. Any more than
So-
6 is an album.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. I've just been calling it a release.
That's a full album. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
Word. Well, yeah, I agree, 100%. What would we like to name our promo album? Any thoughts on that?
I have to think about that real quick. I want to interject because I realize I didn't upload any of this art. How do I make a folder on Google Docs and add stuff to it?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Are you trying to do it on the Third Eye Horizon Google
I
Drive?
was trying to do it on mine. I thought that I had uploaded all this stuff to it, but now when I'm looking at any of my stuff, it's not on here at all.
Okay, it should be pretty simple to do. So open up your Google Drive.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Oh, it's on the drive, and then I put it onto Google Docs. Is that how that works?
Are you uploading a picture file?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I found it. It's all here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do I make it go to Google Docs? Or do I just share it with you guys? Is that how that works?
You could drop it in the group chat. We can click on the link.
Okay. We can get to that later, though. I got that on the agenda.
So you're rocking the Metatron's Keep again?
Oh, hell yeah. It's my fucking favorite shirt right now.
Mhm.
All right, that's fine. We'll get to that when we get to it.
Okay, well, you could also screen share it if you want to take the time right now to do that.
I just wanted to drop it into the thing or like share it with you guys. I don't know anything about Google.
So
Can I right click on this and just be like, oh, share? There we go.
yeah, share and then just add our email addresses. Then we should be able to see it.
Okay, cool. All right. Sorry about that. We can get back on topic now.
Word. I think I just heard you share it. Right. Went to my Gmail.
Yeah, I got it listed down at the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, of the agenda?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I just wanted to figure that out real quick. I thought that I thought that I'd uploaded it, but it was just a different thing. Yep. It's funny.
Okay.
Super tech savvy, can't figure out Google Drive. Anyway.
It's all good. It's all good. You know, I'm not seeing it though.
No?
I'm not seeing
I just got an email about it.
There should be like 20 pictures and a movie.
Yep. Sweet. These are
it. And a
awesome.
move. Dope.
Yeah, that's what my visualizer generated. And then the movie is, I just exported it in like 12 frames per second or something like that. So it wasn't super like big or whatever, but that's the visualizer just doing its thing. And I'm just taking screenshots of what the visualizer is generating.
Right.
Okay, yeah, these are dope.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to that at the bottom.
Okay, cool. Good job, Tom. Pen 15 Club. Is that a inside joke thing, or I've never seen that. It looks like if
What? You
Take the
never,
space-
Never heard
you
that?
never heard of the Pen 15 Club?
That was from like first grade.
Okay, so you got to get a Sharpie, and then you write it on your hand, and then you can join the Pen 15 Club.
Right. So you like, as a kid, we would like go up to other kids and be like, "Hey, do you want to join the Pen 15 Club?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." So we'd write Pen 15 on their hand, and then we'd run away.
no way. I must have been very sheltered, I guess.
That's
I missed
hilarious. Yeah, I was like all throughout elementary school. Probably.
Oh,
Okay, well, Ashton, if you want to consider that name.
It's so woke, bro.
Right. Wow, you must be on another dimension of consciousness.
Right. We like love pens. I don't know.
Maybe the 5D Club.
Right.
Cool. Well, we can let the student.
Yo.
My
Nice.
It's popping.
Yo.
Just destroyed that track with my dance moves.
Nice.
What's up, Ashton?
Well, yeah, as
What
you,
up?
How you doing, baby?
Good. Real good.
Don't mind me while I stuff my face.
Right.
Yeah.
Feels.
Oh yeah.
well, yeah, I guess as you guys think of names, just write them there, and I think we'll pick next week. We'll decide the official name.
Okay. I'll have to think about. I'll put that down on my thing. Think of names.
Yeah. I do really good with like writing stuff down with album names and stuff.
Do really good
Yeah.
with the thesaurus.
Yeah. I'm like Third Eye Horizon, first launch album name. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing right now. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it could be really generic, you know, like, or we could try and be fancy with it. So I'm open to whatever creative ideas. So if you check out the link, Tom, I selected, well, actually, okay, so there's a link to the artist who's offering her work for the album cover for the promo one.
Ariel.
Yeah, Esterline. I picked one that looked pretty dope that's below. Ashton thought it looked pretty dope as well. But yeah, feel free to look at the other ones.
And she gave us permission to like you. Oh my God! Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, and she does hats too. Oh, who is this girl?
Yeah. I guess we go way back, maybe about 5 years, but been out of touch with her for a long time. And she said it was cool though to go ahead and use her work for the album cover. So
Okay, word. Yeah, that was something that I wanted to talk about for branding.
yes.
Yeah. To have like a cohesive idea of like album art or something, so that way you look at it, you could be like, oh, okay, that looks like Third Eye Horizon, like type of shit.
Okay. I'm into that. So like sort of your
I mean, it doesn't
visualizer
really
maybe?
have to be, you know.
No, I hear you though. That's
Yeah.
That's good to have some consistency. You know,
Mhm.
people feel like comfortable with that. They're like, oh, I feel safe. I recognize this.
Right.
It's weird. Some like human trait.
Pattern recognition.
So yeah, are you saying that maybe to use like one of your visualizer images for the promo?
We can. I'm offering it. Like, we don't have to. I just exported those in like a 10-minute like succession type of thing. You know, they're just like what got pulled off like type of deal. We don't have to use it. I was just saying, like, if we needed art generated, I have an art generating machine.
That's perfect. That's
Sweet.
so good to hear.
Zero effort art. Woo!
Yes. It's hard to get art as a musician. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, right.
There's been a few times where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna release this track tomorrow, and I'm like, oh my god, no idea what art to use or what to do right now.
Right? And that like creates so much more meaning too to whatever piece of
Right? People are like,
music you're
be
releasing.
good art, or I'm not listening to your music.
Might as well be
Judging
a
you
part
on
of
your
the song.
Right.
Well, yeah, go ahead and check it out, Tom. Yeah, I feel you as well. So if you feel strongly about that,
I love her art. It's fucking incredible.
okay. Yeah, the link that I picked was an earth covered in the flower of life, blooming out of some hands that look like the lotus flower, like in space. I thought that was pretty cool, but
Did you link that one? I think the only link I see is just to her.
yeah, it's right under that link.
It's right under it. Yeah, I see it. I see it.
But I'm not attached to that. I just picked one just to say that I, reviewed it. And
well, I gotta say, like, I love like more conscious artwork. It was basically just like I have this, to offer type of thing, and it's all derivative work, so we can use it without a problem, and it's all trippy and whatever. And then you can do like Photoshop on top of it or whatever, do some branding stuff with that and all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I'm semi-versed in Photoshop. But like I said, I'm not attached to like what I do. It's just something that I made.
no, I like your idea too moving forward. Maybe, I mean, I'd really like to use conscious artwork. It doesn't have to be like every album or anything, but definitely I think that could help really drive our message and mission.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because like I will always click on something where like I recognize that geometry or like it's intriguing to me. Like it's a great attention getter.
Mm-hmm. So it can even be like a flower of life overlaid in your visualizer or something like that.
Sure.
So,
Yeah. Whatever. Like I said, I'm not super attached to it. It's just something that I did.
okay.
Yeah, and then if you look at the video, that's just like the visualizer just doing its thing. I don't know.
Okay. Well, we can further contemplate the album cover art, choose by next week, and
Sure.
I
Well, that's going to
mean-
be for the promo, right? So like that's not even going to be for a while off, right? Like
I mean, yeah, this is for the promo. The release for that's going to be on the 2nd, so it's going to be.
it is. Oh, this is for the originals.
No, the
Yeah.
originals were. I think
Okay. The originals were pushing later, and then the mixes are for the 2nd.
that's what I thought we were discussing last week.
Okay.
Should we still move on that? I mean, just
Oh, I'm totally cool with that. Like, if we can get it done, like the faster we move, like the what words,
yeah, it gives us something to work towards too. I think after the launch, we can, continue. After we launch yours and the promo, like in the next couple months, we can launch something
Oh,
else.
that's right. We don't have enough originals, right? Nobody has. Well, not nobody, but like we need more content, right?
Right.
Yeah, we just didn't really.
Okay. Yep. That's right. I'm with you now.
Okay. Cool. So, and then we can make that a big thing, and maybe we can do a party connected to that, or maybe just a digital launch of that.
Hard Connect.
It's all good. Honestly, this takes a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of work for this launch party.
Yeah,
And,
I hear that. Yeah. What's Party Connect?
Party Connect?
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Party Connect. Did I say that? I'm not sure what I meant by that.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, I guess I was just saying I was working on the party quite a bit, I guess.
Oh
yeah, connecting a party, maybe connecting a party to the launch of the next compilation.
See, yes, great idea.
Okay, so we can talk about that moving forward. And see,
That's a
like,
great idea.
how like amped we are for that.
I was thinking about asking my homie Mina. He's a really great producer out of Detroit, and he could play it too.
I know that sounds super familiar.
Okay.
So good.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's definitely something I'll be interested in, and it might be cool. It'd be cool to do shows and launch albums. Instead of just doing shows, it's like we've got albums that we're, there's like a higher narrative going on as well.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah.
In their work. So, okay. So I think the performing rights organization choice, we were talking before you got on, Tom. I think it would be wise maybe to just roll with the BMI because it's the free option for now. And as we get a bit bigger, it sounds like some of these other ones might be more worthwhile to spring for. I forgot which ones, but
if I remember correctly, you basically choose one and then you stick with that one. To be totally honest, I forgot about the PROs, and I actually forgot to look into what would be our best option.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Ashton, which one were you really?
Well, I went with BMI because that's the for the free one, and it works well for like independent artists and stuff like that. Because I know the other ones you have to. Okay, so CSAC is invitation only, so that's probably not going to be us. And
Right.
the other would be ASCAP, which is a one-time fee of $50, which isn't that bad. Publishing. Oh, we have to have a publishing company, so we got to become a Song Trust member.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like we might be best to stick with BMI right now.
Definitely.
Okay. That's cool with me.
Okay.
So, so we got to sign up for that. You want to like spearhead that, Tom?
Yep, I can definitely do that. I'll put that in my thing.
Whew. That podcast is so big.
That's what's up. That's what's
Oh
up.
my
I'm
god.
gonna move it. Oh, are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Big manatees. Yes. Yeah, we are.
That over there.
So you can look back and check out our discussions. It was really helpful for me last week because,
we're recording this.
yeah, sorry, you're on camera. You're being documented.
We're recording these so that way we
Do
can
no
go back.
video.
to
You
them.
should have me involved.
Well, you can be involved. Dude. Come hang out if you want to. But
Yeah, it's all private anyway.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, regardless, just move that over there. That doesn't need to be involved.
Yeah.
Oh, you're. I was about to smoke some weed.
Yeah. It technically is public, but I can start switching it to private and
I've
just
got
send
my
it
card. It's no worries.
your email addresses. Okay. Smoke it up, my friend.
No, I
Yeah.
just got my vaporizer actually.
Do you? Okay. So what is next? We're gonna roll with the big manatee on performance rights.
Really big manatee.
Big manatee industry.
I did not know that.
I just made that up. That's not that.
I'm like, I gotta double check that one.
right. Like, oh,
They're the best choice.
Yeah, it was like British music something.
yeah. I actually remember like BMI from a kid. I was like, I don't know why.
I remember it from way back in the college years. They'd go over this stuff. I'm glad that Tom's coming to us with like a fresh, just coming out of all that.
Oh yeah. I just took all these courses too. It was the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, legal stuff's kind of boring, but when it comes to this, like I'll pay attention.
Yeah, it's very valuable. Okay, so draft bylaws. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look any further on the draft bylaws for the
Yes.
cooperative.
Yes, I had quite a lot of questions.
Okay.
I have my stuff down there. Bark. Okay, so first, how is a co-op different than like a regular business, right? So let me start off by saying you have the shareholders, and they're the ones you're ultimately, or wait, let me rephrase that. You have the shareholders, and they're the ultimate ones who like run the company type of thing, right? And so if we have shares for this, how does that make that different than like a regular company?
So the shareholders in a cooperative are the workers, the people behind the business. A regular company, a shareholder can be somebody just with an interest, and they don't have to do a thing.
Okay, so to be part of this company, you have to hold shares, and holding the shares means that you're working for Third Eye.
And
Is that
with
correct?
that, you're also an owner. It
Okay.
gives you legal ownership of the LLC.
So instead of me just like being whoever, buying whatever shares, and then suddenly now everything is focused on pleasing me, everyone has to be involved with this, has ownership, and is building something together, right?
That basically, yes.
Okay, cool.
So it's a different model. It's not based in capitalism. It's based in investing in each other and being credible for the work that we're doing.
Oh yeah.
So we're not answering to some like corporate
Just us
overlord stakeholder and have to like bend at their will because they have more money than us, basically. So that's cool. I mean, people can roll that way. I just feel like this kind of model can be something that can be like a bridge into a world where like capitalism is not prevalent. So,
and I'm totally down with that. I just needed a little more clarity because I was explaining it to somebody and they were like, it sounds just like a regular thing. And I was like, I'm going to have to ask about that.
yeah. So, and with that share, you get one vote. Each person with a share gets a vote. And in every like big decision, like there's scheduled discussions that need to happen for operational purposes.
Yeah, I saw that. We'll get to that in a second. There's something else I was about to ask right after that.
Yeah. Membership dues.
No, that was the next point. I wanted to say something else, but I forgot it. That's fine. If I remember it, I'll bring it up.
Take your time. No, it's
really cool. Oh, I lost you on video, Nick. There we go.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So next, membership dues. It said $60, 9 hours of work, and then 3 unscheduled hours of work or something like that. I got the bylaws pulled up, right? I got too many tabs.
Mm-hmm.
It's right here. Bark, 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 music. Is it this one? Nope, it's this one. Yeah, can you just explain the dues to me?
Yeah, let me pull it up and I will definitely explain.
Okay, yeah, it's right here. $60 a month, 6 hours of work per month, and then a no fee 3 hours of work minimum.
Okay, let me look that up because I feel like there should be a bit more in that.
Yeah, that's on page 2, 3. Oh, I scrolled too much. Now I lost it. It's definitely before. Then it's on page 3.
3. Okay, yeah, membership. Membership dues come in the form of, so this is just, for the draft's sake, $60 a month with 6 hours of work per month for the advancement of Third Eye Horizon in any way, shape, or form. So I was just throwing out options by saying that there could be like an amount that is paid, could either be per month, per year, with a certain amount of work that comes with that. It would be a little bit lower than if you chose, hold on here, 6 hours.
Is it a or type of thing, like pay money or do work?
Right, or just work basically to
Okay.
compensate for not paying. So a no fee, 3 hours a week minimum. So that would be about 12 hours per month
Okay.
of time put towards whatever advancement of Third Eye Horizon. And that could be very abstract in just whatever way, networking, putting the album together, mastering, promoting, organizing a show, making art, making tracks.
Yeah, down with that. So I just wanted to understand that. Okay, so membership would be anybody working for Third Eye Horizon, correct? Like go through the process of, hey, I'm interested, whatever vote it takes to get people into it, and then the membership would be $60 a month or a 3-hour work week minimum type of thing for the people who want to join type of thing. Yeah.
$60. I put 6 hours per week. This is definitely stuff that we can adjust. Or yeah,
I'm
3
trying
hours.
to understand it right now.
Okay. So yeah, that is what's being said there.
Okay. But it's like a either or type of thing, because the bullet points just go 1, 2, 3. So it reads almost like $60 a month, 6 hours per month, and then a 3-hour week type of thing. But it's a either or type of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I may need to go in and change the bullet points then. But yeah, basically that's all I wanted to create, like an option where people could pay and work less hours. That way the money is helping for operational fees.
Yeah.
They're still working. They're still contributing. They're not just paying and not really doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm totally cool with it. It was just the way that it was worded. I wanted to ask you about that.
All right. I appreciate that. I definitely will go in there and we can really look deeper into that, because I'd like to hear feedback about how that, like, how fair something like this would be.
Mm-hmm.
Because realistically I'm probably going to be like working and like putting my time into it.
Mm-hmm. And I plan on doing the same.
Yeah. And like that, like work is valuable, and that might as well be, the $60 a month or 100 or 40, I don't know. But
I got what you're saying. I was just trying to understand the idea of it, really.
cool. And then work hours, there's this site called Track It Forward that does a really good job on just keeping track, so we can look back and be like, I worked for like 5 hours this past week. This is a list of stuff that I did. And, it's not like we're going to be looking over each other's shoulders all the time. So trying to like honor each other's truthfulness on like how much we're working and time we're putting into it. And I feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, I got no problem with it. Yeah, I was just trying to understand it. The next question that I also have about the same thing is that there, it seems to be in the wording that there's a focus council and then like a co-op. So like it seems to be like some group of people who have more, not decision making, but more specialized in an area versus like a more general type of thing. And I'll go deeper into that. But is there like a difference between like membership? Like if you're part of a focus council or something, is that a different membership than like somebody who's in a just like the general consensus? Nick? Did we lose him again?
I see him.
I see him too. Wait, looks like he's frozen.
Oh, now it's gone.
Oh, did we need Gideon in this? Did he want to?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he wanted to like be part.
I think he just wanted to like maybe be on the call, and Nick was like, "Hey, you should be on the call," and he was like, "Sure."
Oh, okay.
But
Good.
I don't.
Other things in and out. I'm listening. I just
Nice.
Hell yeah.
well,
Oh, I wasn't even sure if you were there. Yes. Yeah, dude. I'm stoked to see your set, man.
oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you. I'm have a couple new stuff I'm gonna be doing. Gonna bring a couple performers who want to come as well. So
Nice,
be
man.
I'd love to
We
check
could
out
ride
your,
out there. I was thinking we could ride out there together if you wanted.
yeah, I have a couple people who want to come with. I have, I believe, 6 seats available. Probably 4 up. So if you or a couple other people want to come with, that's definitely a potential opportunity.
Nice. Yeah, I have my car too. I was gonna take it. So if anyone needs a ride or anything, dope.
Gideon, I'd love to check out your stuff. Where can I find you at?
It's just a band camp. It's Gideon Storytell. So I will be doing a couple off of the album City Come Up. Also some spoken word, and I like to interject a brief period what it is that the Third Eye Horizon is even for in the mission statement beyond the music and generally of a political nature, often just kind of link everyone up and remind us why we're here. And I was also considering bringing a ukulele up. As far as the planning, I'm involved with Nick in a lot of different co-ops and organizations and meetings like this, so I'm pretty familiar with. I think that a lot of the documents and stuff are just like rehashed from the old ones that I'm familiar. I have just give implicit blanket consent to any sort of decrees and consensuses that you guys make on that.
Word. Hell yeah. It looks like Bandcamp is under maintenance right now, but I'll definitely check it out.
Right.
So I didn't see the agenda. The other thing I did want to speak about was the album name and artwork. It's often too like not something that should be rushed, because if you have a name it sounds good, but then you actually get the submissions in and the feel of the album that the track order and the substance of each song gives is just doesn't align with what you chose, then people are going to feel that, you know. And I think too, to just say we don't have to pick a name or album art until it's all in. We can have options on the table so that we're ready.
Yeah, dude, that makes a lot of sense. And that I was kind of hinting at similar things to him earlier about like we don't want to rush ahead with the release date until we have all the tracks and we like probably have the album cover and the name too.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm gonna take 3 right here while we're waiting for Nick. Go take a piss real quick.
Are you there, Ashton?
Yup.
So I heard you had a new album or something pretty relative, well, not as recent now.
Yeah, totally.
Is that something available online?
Yeah, it's either spaceshipearth.bandcamp.com or just Spaceship Earth on SoundCloud, and it's called Interdimensional Passport.
Awesome. Give that a listen tonight. Just taking a bit care of a bit of yard work here as you guys are
Nice.
talking.
Dope.
Don't know why, but my yard just doesn't look like the neighbors. It looks more like a desert, and I've been doing a lot of maintenance, getting up there, so I have a couple people here helping.
Nice, man. Where exactly?
Yeah, I'm on that.
Yo.
Hey, my hotspot turned off because my phone died, so I just plugged it in and
Right.
just kind of.
Tom just went to go use the restroom.
Okay. Yeah, this is some of the nitty grittier stuff, but we'll just review it. Any questions?
You had a question about different membership structures regarding the dues going for the just joining in general, or whether there was another executive council type group.
Well, the executives is the whole collective, basically. Like we're the all the decision makers. So the focus councils, Gideon, this model is borrowed from the Universe Building because I thought the bylaws were fine. They were just missing a few more things that would have been necessary, like holding people accountable, which will be in the form of membership certificates, being like, we're like legally agreeing to this stuff. But basically the focus councils are set up so we can delegate a group of people to a certain subject, and then between those people, they can vote and make decisions amongst themselves on behalf of the cooperative, like the whole cooperative. And the cooperative will approve that council for existing and to be able to make those decisions.
Would you get to vote on the decision at the end?
What?
Like when they say, okay, this is what we decided, does the whole people get to vote on?
So hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, that way, this like the focus council, the sub council is like a delegated council to work on specific departments. Think of it as like, there's an umbrella company, there's like a video department, there's an audio department, and they're all part of the same collective. So we create these councils to exist, to operate and make decisions on behalf of the entire collective. So the entire collective doesn't have to approve everything that's happening, because that would get messy real fast, especially with a lot of moving parts. And that sub-council is held accountable by the entire collective. So I know this is really what Tom was asking, but so that way, like if there's something that the sub-council, the focus council does that enough people don't like, it can be overturned. So it's not like a rogue, like an executive council that like takes control from the cooperative. Basically, it can be a referendum on the decisions that they made by the entire cooperative to overturn them. I hope that makes sense. I know it's kind of a lot to hear. But that way, it puts the power back into the entire cooperative, the entire body that makes up the cooperative.
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
All
right. Does it sound groovy?
I think he's going.
Hey, Tom. So we just went over the focus council stuff, and I apologize. My Wi-Fi hotspot died because my phone wasn't plugged in, so I had to plug my phone back in, turn the hotspot on.
And just briefly catch me up on the focus council versus the general, right? Like general co-op.
Right.
Focus council.
So look at it like so there's like the whole company. Look at it like a media company, and there's these sub councils, these focus councils are like different departments. Like there could be a video department and an audio department.
Okay.
And they're all part of the same cooperative, part of the same company.
Okay.
And the main body approves these councils to exist, and then the people that become members of these councils can make decisions on behalf of the entire collective
Right. Within their group.
within their group. So decisions that they make can be kept in check, though, by the entire collective. So it's not like a runaway council.
Yeah.
So yeah. So is that more clear?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay.
Because it almost seemed like the focus council, it almost seemed like it was like general population and then focused council type of thing, but it's all the same.
No. I mean, there could be like a more executive focus council that
Okay.
like does the bidding for the rest of the collective,
Mm-hmm.
but still their decisions and their actions are kept in check by the entire collective. So if they make decisions that the collective doesn't like, they can be repealed, you know.
Okay.
That way it centralizes the power in the whole collective still, you know. It's not like we're at the mercy of these higher collectives within the body.
Yes, that was what I was curious about. If there was a way for like focus councils to sort of be just like, well, you know, this is what it is now type of thing.
That's a very important thing to point out. So I'm glad that you asked. And yeah, it's designed in a way to protect all of us, to keep, again, just the power centralized in the collective as a whole. And they're just merely there to exist to help the workload become more streamlined.
Yep.
Just so the whole collective isn't making decisions on everything.
Great. Hell yeah. Yeah, cleared that up. My next question is decision making. The language is really odd. It's like there has to be 1/3 of people, but an unanimous 3/4 of those people, as long as there's 8 of them or something.
Yeah, so
Actually, hang on. Let me pull. Where's that at?
yeah, I believe that's called a quorum, and there needs to be a certain amount of people present at the councils for both sub and the whole collective to make decisions.
Hang on. Slow down 1 second. Let me find it real quick. Bark.
This is the nitty gritty. So
Yeah. I went through it and it was just like combing that shit out.
good deal.
Berg. Okay, here it is. Okay, so to make decisions on behalf of Third Eye, would decisions be like a focus council, or would decisions be like anybody trying to do something?
Okay, so depending on what it is, if the action's being carried out by a focus council, I will look up what it says, just because
It really doesn't go into much detail. It just says that's on page 4. The bottom of 4 and the beginning of 5. It just says decisions made on behalf, 1/3 active members, which I'm not sure what an active member is. I mean, I get the idea of it, but it's not like spelled out what the concept of a.
I might need to revise that, but that might work. I wrote this up and really looked over it like many months ago.
Okay.
So let me just look over this. All councils. Okay, 8 members.
Yeah, that's another wording, all councils. So like the only council that's mentioned are the focus councils. So it makes it seem like, at least from the wording of it, it's like all the focus councils require a unanimous consensus under 8 active members, but I don't know what under 8 active members is.
I guess I would just look at it as members right now, and I can go in and make sure this is all clean. I thought it was, but
so the way that I'm understanding it so far from the language is that if there's less than 8 people, then it has to be unanimous, and then if it's over 8 people, 3/4 majority.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it gets harder to reach a unanimous decision once you get past a certain point.
Yeah, like. Exactly. And I understand that. It's really number 7 to make decisions on behalf, a minimum of 1/3. It's just saying that we have to have 1/3 of the members for any decision making at all.
Exactly.
Is
That's the
under
quorum.
8 as well? Because like 1/3 of 8's like 2, 3.
Right. Yeah. Well, let's see here. 2/3, 1/3 of. All decisions on behalf of Third Eye Horizon minimum of are required to be all. So you're saying like 1/3 of 8, or 1/3 of
Well,
2?
Well, no,
Like smaller numbers?
I was asking.
Yeah, minimum of. Okay, so I guess let me think on that. That might be fine. For some
Okay.
reason, I'm not able to like super.
That's totally cool. It, basically, like everything I'm asking is basically for clarity. You know, not that
No,
I
that's
disagree with anything. I'm just trying to understand it.
Let me make a note next to it, and by next week, I'll make sure it's 100% clarified.
So that's fine. Moving on, it talks about policy violation, but it doesn't seem like there's any sort of policy to violate. Well, you finish that real quick. You finish that.
Yeah. Okay. Policy violation. I'm not sure what it all is articulated at the present time for what our policy is. It might be blank.
Well, it's really just like, I don't want to say a lack of policy, but just from, actually, hang on, let me pull that up really quick so that way I'm not, here we go. Policy violation, page 6. Enforced by all members when a member violates a policy. What policy is being violated, I guess?
Right. There's a policy. Just give me a sec. I'm skimming over this. Okay. So basically what it's saying, if there's a policy, in these bylaws that we've agreed to, and there's a member that's violating them, then it may go to, if it's severe enough, a review process where, say, it's like becoming really hindersome on the cooperative for being able to function or get its work done, or possibly compromise its credibility or something like that. It would then go to the collective to address that, and then see the severity of it, between each other, kind of come to.
I totally get that. I just want to stop you right there. I totally get that, but what policy can be violated, I guess, is my question.
Like, if y'all fuck up, y'all are out.
Yeah, you guys.
Like you're saying,
you guys
pretty much
lost.
like if there are, if there's going to be a policy that you could potentially get kicked out, what are those bylaws that you have to pass to get kicked out?
No, it's more like what policies
are there, period?
are there. Yeah, because right now it doesn't seem like there's any policies for anything to be broken.
That makes sense.
Okay. And honestly, it might be blank because we need to determine more specific ones.
Okay.
But basically, anything that we decide that, say, I don't know, just we decide that we want to create some kind of agreement.
Okay.
And then it keeps getting, I guess, violated. Somebody keeps.
Yeah. I'm totally cool with that. I was just kind of curious, like, and it's totally fine that there aren't policies, but when I was just reading through it, I just couldn't find anything that was just like, oh, if I was a dick or I don't know, something like that, like what could I not intentionally break, but or even intentionally or intentionally, what could I do to basically violate some sort of policy? And it's fine that it is that way right now. You know, I guess it's better to be in place now. And then when we start coming up with like more structure or infrastructure, that there will be ways to break that.
Okay.
Right? I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
that
like
sounds
lists
good.
online too, potentially of like, you know, like universal co-op, buy rules. I don't know.
Oh, is there such a thing? That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Almost
actually,
anything you can think of already exists. It's fucking weird.
It's great.
Like, I don't even know why I thought of that. Like, probably because it exists.
yeah.
That's
Well, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many co-ops nowadays. You know, like there's got to be some sort of template, some sort of YouTube video that's like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how IT jobs work. If nobody has the problem, well, then that's that.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm cool with that for right now. We can get into that. That it seems like a more later thing anyway.
Yeah. I can throw this example. Like, say there's a focus council, and we have enough members to say we have like 7 people in a focus council, and they're operating autonomously, making their own decisions, and there's people facilitating that aren't like honoring that it's supposed to be a unanimous decision, and they're making decisions off lower margins.
Oh, great example. Yeah, great example.
So then all of a sudden, like, that violates these rules that we set in place, and then it comes back to the collective, and we got to be like, yo, why is this happening? And then based on whatever we figure out from that further investigating, then we proceed into the membership review process, where it's like, okay, man, we're gonna let this you're gonna go on review, and you know, if there's more things like this happening over the next X amount of time, months, whatever, then we may need to vote on further actions to be taken.
Hell yeah, that was exactly what I wanted to hear. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect.
That's it. You know, it's just a way for us to hold each other accountable if it like really came down to it. So there could be less severe things. It could be like, man, you really fucked up. We really got to talk. Kind of.
Sure. Yeah, it was more just like, I guess like the way that was written seemed like all, I don't say legal and official, but I was just like, I can't really find any policies to break. But that was perfect.
Okay. That being an example, and they will grow as we move forward. We'll decide.
Exactly. So the next question is the 11-day re-membership. Can you give me a little insight on that?
Let me look and see what you wrote down there.
I think
Re-membership, huh?
yeah, there's an 11-day re-membership period. I think that is also on page 6. It's actually on the start of page 7.
Okay. A member can reapply for membership after 11 days have passed. Okay, so say we decided that the best thing to do for the whole cooperative, after the membership review, after this probationary whatever we decide thing is set in place for somebody, is violated again, and it feels like we gotta take actions. we're gonna have to remove somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
So we remove them from. Formally, they've got to agree to, you know, surrender their share, and they're removed as a legal member.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that can definitely be changed. Like after 11 days, so I don't know if it really would, if that'd be enough time even for like the collective to want to vote somebody back in, but they can reapply to become a member So this whole thing was created from a project that I worked on in Detroit, where we were operating like a cooperative with residents being a part of this artist collective. So from the same legal framework,
Okay.
this was created, and this was actually okay. Like a cooperative lawyer looked at this and was like, "Yeah, this looks pretty good."
I guess my question is, if somebody is violating policies to the point where a collective decision is made to put them on probation, and they still violate those policies to the point of being removed from the company,
Yeah.
or the business, whatever you want to call it, would that be something? I don't want to say worth reevaluating. I don't want to sound like a dick.
No, not at all.
If somebody is violating policies to the point to be put on probation, but continues to do that to the point where they move from probation to being removed from the company, would that be something worth that person coming back, I guess? I guess maybe that's like a bit forward thinking, you know, like, so in my head, I can't really think of a situation where that would or wouldn't work out that way.
Sorry, I do apologize. Somebody was trying to get my attention right as you were making your point too, and I was with you all the way to-
Yeah. I'll restate it. So if someone is violating policies to the point of being put on probation, and then continues violating policies to the point of being removed, with that person even? Is that something that person should be eligible to be coming back to?
Right, like just like that's something that the collective would decide. You know, even if this 11-day period passes and they try and reapply, would we even want to take them back? You know, like that's kind of a short period. I feel like somebody else might have even written that in there because it's in a different font.
I noticed that it's in a smaller font, and it almost seems like a what do you know, like a whatever, you know, like here's the text, and then someone's like, but after 11 days, you know, or something like that.
11 days. It's kind of like a small window of time. I don't recall writing that.
Okay.
So it could be omitted. So this is good.
It necessarily needs to be omitted. Currently, I can't imagine a situation where that could be like super relevant, but at the same time, I can't plan on some sort of future thing being like, well, you know, maybe that wasn't like right or correct or something where maybe like that should come back. I don't know. I guess you know what, for right now, let's just leave it in.
Okay.
And then I guess if that ever happens or something like that, we can deal with that issue. I guess really I didn't want to have it like come to that point and then, you know, it being like, oh, well, the bylaws say this, you know, which is what we got to honor. We can't just like change the bylaws now that we're in the situation.
Right.
But I can't really think of a reason to or against. I guess it was just one of those things that I was looking at that I was kind of like, I'm not totally sure.
Right. That's a weird one. I almost want to remove it, but we can leave it there. And as we go through this draft and get it to like, this is it, and then we actually all become like legal official members, then we can just kind of tweak this as needed. This is essentially like our constitution, you know, of our own country, or per se. You know, it's like these are our founding principles that we honor and hold.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, and I'm totally with that. To make an awesome reference to the Constitution, there is no way our founding fathers knew the problems we were going to face.
Fuck no.
You know,
they did the best they could probably to cover bases and.
Well, it's the same thing what we're going to do. I guess I was just questioning about it, but we'll just leave that for now. We can touch back on that later, maybe when things, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, because we have a lot to discuss right now, and I love taking the time to go thoroughly through this, and I think it's necessary. So it's definitely welcomed right now, and we'll get it to a point where we're gonna sign on, like we're gonna legally do this as a cooperative, and we're all gonna own pieces of this thing. And this is when people ask how this thing works, and as they are interested in joining, this is what they have to look at and be like, oh yeah, this makes sense. This looks
Down with that. Let's move on.
Okay. I apologize if I'm being too wordy. So
No. You're not. You're not at all. I just basically gotten what I wanted out of it, so I wanted to move on.
Excellent.
All right. So resource-based economy. Holy fuck! I watched the Venus Project video. This dude
Really?
fucking goosebumps. Gave me fucking goosebumps. It was so fucking incredible. Like, yeah. Like, I was just like, oh my god. Like, oh my fucking god. Like, it was just like pew 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 pew. Like fucking lightning bolts hitting me. I was just like, oh, I was so floored. I was so fucking floored. How I haven't heard of the Venus Project already. Whatever.
Dude, thank God he died.
No.
Is that how you found out? You
What's
heard of Jacques Fresco died recently, the guy who founded it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, that's how you. Oh, I thought you were saying you heard about it because he died.
No. Nick.
Oh,
Nick
no, I'm a
did it,
jerk.
and-
But a bunch of people just found out about it because he just passed away. Like this-
101 years old, this dude.
No shit.
I cried.
I don't fucking blame you. I'm about to start.
Dude, Jacques Fresco's been my hero since like 2009, like or some shit like that.
Way fucking like I seriously had fucking goosebumps watching this video.
Right.
I was fucking floored. I was absolutely fucking floored because like everything that he was saying was just like, fuck, dude. Like that's the way that I fucking feel, and I love.
So this is like this higher ideal of a society that we can build towards through the work that we're doing. So what really like hit my heart like so much, because I'm so for this resource-based economy, and it would take like global cooperation.
Or at least just one country.
They're going to be building their first resource-based economy city in Brazil.
No way.
Yeah, they started.
Brazil project.
I have it pulled up.
It's so weird, like being into it for so long and like kind of like being like, well, is it ever going to happen? And then like just this year, it just started happening because they've had Venus, Florida since forever. And, you know, like they made all these documentaries, but nothing's happened really.
Florida? Like it's already happening in Florida?
Oh, it's been happening for over 10 years.
Where the fuck have I been? Oh my God. I'm moving. See you, Michigan.
Yeah, Brazil.
Brazil. Maybe we're all going to be posting up there at some point.
Yeah, pretty much. Roxanne Meadow is going to have to hold this fucking shit down.
Yeah, hopefully they open it up in a way that can really make this movement move, because there's so many people that resonate with this. So anyways, yeah, check out.
It would just take a lot of money, and we have that much money now. It's just like people don't take it serious.
It's based on nothing. It's worthless pieces of paper that somebody else just prints off and is just like, all right, well, this is what we have now, you know? And that's been my entire problem with money, is that it's just totally just fucking numbers, you know? And at first, okay, so I just had like an entire worldview fucking shift today. It was fucking so good. And then I was just like, well, fuck money. Like all we have to do is be self-sufficient, you know, and then like whatever else we have extra, we'll just fucking give away, you know, just like, oh, well, I got this extra shit. Here you go, you know, fuck yeah. But he was talking about making money based off of available resources, which makes so much fucking more sense than like money based off nothing, you know? And I was thinking you'd have to completely start a brand new society without money, instead of just like, okay, well, money's not real. Like the entire society would collapse. But if you base the money off of the available resources, like it suddenly has value again.
Right. Bridge that gap by changing the money system, because money's not evil. People are just fucking evil. And they're like, have used the money system to like enslave others, and they like have manipulated value of currencies. And, you know, it's like we have money, but our dollar is worthless. So it's like people are like, oh, you don't make enough money, you don't work hard enough. But like our country's dollar, it doesn't buy a quarter of the amount of groceries that it did when you were, you know, 10.
Right? Yeah. So I had to get that off my chest first.
No, I'm glad that like really moves me that you felt that strongly.
Yeah.
Yeah, super fucking
Apologies to
inspired.
say and thank God that he died.
And
But
so,
a bunch of people found out like because of that, and I was just assuming that.
Yeah. Well, two things real quick. So the financial system is controlled by private banks that create money from nothing. So
Fractional reserve banking system.
yep. So the money system's fucked. It is used to enslave us by this.
yeah, and then they just make up 10% fucking
Ruling class.
like debt. Okay, we print your money and then you
Yeah.
owe us 10% of the money you print. Like that.
And
that's
they-
not basic
They
math.
make 90% off every dollar. They make 90 cents off every dollar.
That's not how math works. You don't just make up numbers and then suddenly you're owed,
Right.
So
That's
much
it.
more money.
For
because of
example,
it.
like say when you take a loan out of a bank, you would think that you'd be taking money out of the bank, but what they do is just put figures into your bank account.
yeah, they're just pointless numbers, pointless fucking numbers.
And then they're flipping your money in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks
totally
for all
fuck.
your money.
Yeah.
We're not even in there.
So it's fucked. The banking system. So this is the paradigm we're trying to escape. It's still difficult to operate like solely without money. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I figure a good plan until there's no money system, get all the money. Because
Well,
if we can get enough money, then we can build the first city that doesn't require money. That's essentially my plan. Is like, how
Dude,
can we
that's
get
fucking my plan. That's
$1
like my
billion
wife's-
to build the first free city where
Yeah.
it's like the technology's all connected, everything's built to last long. Why would you need more shit when you're having 3D printed houses?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And then we're about to 3D print fucking everything. Like
Right.
scarcity is gonna disappear. Like nothing will matter. Nothing now.
I think
will
Jock
matter.
Fresco said like, okay, sure, when you're in a scarce environment, money kind of makes sense. But if you have like
Abundance.
20 apple trees for every person and just multiply that by the earth, it's like there would be such an overabundance in a different system. It would just, it eradicates the need to have any people think that like it'd be like, oh, okay, no money, we'll just go to a trade or barter system. What he's saying is like transcending the need to ever trade anything or barter anything forever.
Post scarcity society.
Right.
So the second point I needed to make. So this city that they're going to be building.
Oh
be
yeah,
the
where's that at?
It's
How do I
in Brazil.
apply?
Yeah, check it out, man. It should be something to be looked at for sure. What their model is going to be until there is a resource-based economy is going to be a cooperative, because they think a cooperative is the best alternative or like the best bridge to build into this resource-based economy. So what we're doing by having one of these, it's just assisting that transition with what we're able to do, so
Hell yeah, just pulled on my heartstrings, pulled on my fucking heartstrings.
Right.
So moving forward with that, in the bylaws, you had sourced the resource-based economies. So I
Yes.
was curious, like, how do we take this mentality and apply it to Third Eye Horizons? Like, what resources do we have, and how can we make this business work in like that sort of like model?
Right. Again, that's a great question. To at least have an organization where the members own the assets and they have the ability to have an even playing field to democratically operate. Then from this mindset, we can begin to go forward on this quest, Tom, that you're suggesting. How can we live in this abundance? Like, how can we create this world from the work that we're doing, and do it in a way that, as long as we're in this money system, is able to maintain our sovereignty and our sustainability, like individually, autonomously, but still work towards that. And I think the further we work on So I know it doesn't sound like I have an answer for your question. You know,
And that's
I can
fine.
give you like my own
That's
thoughts
Totally
on
fine.
just, yeah, my own thoughts. Like, I guess it'll come from the abundance that we make, you know, from
Fuck
whatever
Fuck
we're
yeah.
producing.
Yeah, I'm so psyched about it. I couldn't be more psyched about a fucking idea.
We'll get,
So I'm totally cool with that being like a future thing. I love the idea. It super fucking inspiring. I absolutely love it. I guess that's something to like work towards, but it's fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible. Like that's 100% the way that I feel. And so there doesn't have to be an answer right now. You know, there doesn't have to be an answer. Like when the time comes for it, like that will present itself.
you can say it.
Totally, dude.
Word.
So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, I think because I wasn't aware that they wanted to go in using the cooperative model to bridge into the resource-based economy until I had been in the cooperative
That's crazy.
business world for like a year or two. And because it just, you know, it seems like something that makes a lot of sense, you know, that we can like claim our sovereignty collectively and create this society without, you know, money at some point and operate in a way that empowers us to like really have real power to do things outside of, you know, the government essentially. So in a way we are creating our own, you know, this could fractal out into like its own sovereign something.
This is the
Good
best
night,
I've heard all day.
Yep. That's what this project's all about.
Hell
Sounds
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, so about it. So about it. There's one more thing that I wanted to touch on, and then I want to take a break real quick and then get
Yeah.
into because the next thing is all government stuff, right?
Okay. It looks like we're getting towards the end of the list though. So
Yeah. Like that's everything that I have for the bylaws, and then the next would be the government stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing that I want to touch on for the bylaws is it seems to be duplicated. Like I didn't go word for word, but like at page 10, it looks like it goes through it again, and I don't see any.
Oh, really?
Yeah. At page 10, it looks like it goes through the entire thing again.
No way.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't go word for word, so
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
know if there was something that I was missing, or if it's some sort of legal thing that I don't know about, or something like that. But it seems to be duplicated.
I did not notice that. So yeah, these are shorter than they appear then. I don't know how that happened. It might have just been while I was drafting this, I had a couple different pages and I was flipping back and forth,
Okay.
making revisions. So this is a pretty bare bones bylaw. Like it's not very long, but it puts in place like procedures that we can build off of. You know, it's a very general foundational.
Okay, but there's no difference. This was just like a duplicated thing or something like that.
Yeah, my bad. That looks
Okay.
silly. I'll just delete
No,
that.
no, totally cool. I just want to touch on that and make sure that there wasn't something that I was missing.
That's cool. Getting rid of
Alright.
it.
Fuck yeah. I want to take like a 5-minute break, and then
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, go to the government stuff, and then that's I think everything on the agenda, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna grab some food as well then.
Yeah. Do you think?
Okay.
Hey, do you guys mind if I take off?
You
let's
want to
see.
hear about the government stuff?
I do, but I'm like, I don't know that much about it, and I just been on my computer all day, like making music, and my butt hurts, and I gotta eat.
Okay, word. How about I give
And I feel like it's like stuff I can catch up on.
Yes, it totally can. Can I just give you like a 1-sentence thing for everything,
Totally.
just so you
Oh,
get the?
Absolutely.
All right,
Thanks
so
for being in there, Ash.
Yeah, because there's a couple things that I wanted to go over about it, but I'll just give you this super brief. First, we have to register with the government. So as the Third Eye LLC, we have to register with the government. Currently, the registration is free. Copyright is $55 for a single claim, and that's something that's not super important, but a single claim can be an album if it's the same artist. If it's a different artist, it goes under a different claim, which might change the price of it just for whatever, right? The next thing is the songs have to be in a 128 kilobit for the government, so that way it keeps their storage down. Next thing is there are 2 different copyrights that have to be made. One is for music, one is for lyrics. So for example, if we're doing the original stuff, there will have to be 2 different copyrights made for anyone doing original lyrics and original music. That's basically what the remix artist thing is. Next is the contracts. That's going to be like a threshold. So for example, do we have the artists pay the $55 for the copyright fee because we want the artist to own the copyright and like the rights to the music? So do they pay us for registering their copyright and they get all the rights to it? Or do we do something like a threshold where it's like once they hit over $55, then they start generating royalties? And that's it.
I've never really heard of having to do that, honestly. Or I don't know if like the labels that I release would take care of that separately, or I just don't have any of my music registered.
Okay.
It's pretty cool though.
Super highly recommend getting all
I
your
bet.
registered as soon as possible.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I will say,
just like assuming my music that's released through labels is registered. I don't know though.
Normally they do.
Fair
They
enough.
do take care of that, but like for this type of idea, if we own the copyright, then we are the owners of it, you know? And if we want the artist to be in charge of it, then there's still this $55 fee for copywriting for the government.
Right.
So
That
that's
makes
really what I was getting at. Like, does
That
the
makes a
artist
lot of
get a
sense.
month, or like, do we do a threshold? Like, once they get past the point of $55, then they start generating their money, or
possibly, if yeah, I'm not super familiar with that. Is that just in
it's
general?
what was that?
Is that just in general per artist, or is that like a per track thing?
So it
Again?
goes by so there are two things that it goes by. It's called fuck me, I just had this pulled up. But it's basically like single artists or multiple artists. So for example, for our multi-artist compilation album, that's going to be a different copyright than, let's say, for my copyright for my album.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And then
So-
there are multiple copyrights if there are original lyrics with the music as well.
Okay. Yeah, I will say Third Eye Horizon Productions is currently an LLC. I think you mentioned something about creating one. So we're all set as far, like we have an EIN number. We could submit that to government stuff, to banks, to credit unions. Yeah, I guess we could definitely end this whole discussion on what you're saying, Tom. And
Yeah, I think that's actually a better idea. Why don't we save this for next week? This is not something that has to be talked about right now. It was just something that I pulled up to cover over the agenda. Let's actually save that for later, because that's
Okay.
actually like a decision-making discussion type of idea.
Word.
That sounds good. You know, it was great to overview that, and I think definitely we should talk about that and consider what it means fully. But yeah, whatever is groovy there, whatever works the best, you know, just trying to be.
Well, it's not what
professional
works the
about
best. We'll have to decide what to do. It's more of like a decision type of thing. So let's just save that for next week. I'm totally fine with ending here. We got through everything that I wanted to get through, and this government stuff does not have to be talked about right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get food, Ashton, you want to take off. I want to keep mixing. So it seems like a good stopping spot.
Okay.
Totally.
Well, thanks for your patience and you guys taking the time to meet up.
Definitely.
Really excited to do this project with you guys. I hope you're equally excited, but I'm just very grateful to connecting Third Eyes with y'all and creating something beautiful.
Fuck yeah, guys. Yeah, awesome meeting. Oh my God, the Venus Project. Like
Venus
my day is just like all yeah, it's great.
There's hope for humanity.
Yes, right.
All right, brothers.
Pretty much when I learned about the Venus Project, it was ever since I've just been like, oh, like shit, we're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all fine. Everything I was worried about, nah.
That's probably like the root of my positivity is like, oh, I know about the Venus Project though.
Oh, life sucks. Oh, the Venus Project.
We'll get it.
Ashton's actually sampled some of Jacques Fresco, the guy who founded that.
That's such a good idea.
Absolutely.
And
I got
he
a
has-
unreleased track that's gonna drop hopefully this summer too.
Yeah, with Jacques Fresco.
Yeah, well, with fucking Andy. Do you remember that track in
Yeah,
Maryland that we started? We ended up
Yeah.
just sampling so much Jacques Fresco.
That's so perfect.
It, like finally convinced him to do it. It was awesome.
Man, that man's ideas and thoughts need to be heard in whatever medium they need to be
Right.
broadcasted. All right, well, you guys have a sexy evening, and you guys want to meet again 7 p.m. Tuesday next week?
Yeah, I'll be
Yep.
better. I'll remember this time.
I know it's hard to remember. I'll try not to bug you on your wall, Ashton.
We can
Oh, it's
do
no worries.
8 instead.
Okay.
Eight's what we started with, right? I only changed it because I had a dinner party thing. If 8 works better for you, like Tuesdays work for me anytime.
It's up to Ashton. 'Cause
I'm down with whatever.
Okay,
I think next Tuesday I'm free, so either way.
cool.
all right, let's
Or I
see
am
what
free
we
next
got.
Tuesday. But
I'm seeing 8 in my third eye.
let's
For
do
some-
it.
All right, 8 it is.
Hey, we should have you guys listen to the new Incubus album? It's called 8.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You
At first I didn't like it honestly, but after like 2 or 3 listens, I'm like
I'll
No,
definitely
but-
check that out.
Those guys are some heady guys for sure.
Like the
Yeah.
number 8?
yeah.
Conscious tone.
Wait, is
Okay.
it out yet?
Yeah, the whole thing is. I think every track's on YouTube.
Word. All right, I'll find it.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Stay
Cool.
classy, beautiful people.